Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So here I am, hiding in my car. No lipstick, oh my gosh, just little kid chap lips to make them pink. Oh my gosh, people, I'm not even home yet. I'm going to be home at 9 o'clock again, only it's worse. So if you've been following me, this is how my life is, seriously. So check it out. I totally we didn't have school because I was in a full day training. So I had to be at the training at 8 o'clock. I got there at like 5 till, and it's 50 miles, right? So I rush on in. There's just one table to sit at. I sit down, do my stuff, 6 hours straight, never got up, because I had packed my lunch and I didn't have any trash to throw away. I may have used the restroom once. Wrap it up at 3:20, get ready to go to my car, and I can't find my car keys for nothing. So I'm like looking all over. And then, some people, my partner teacher, another teacher, the assistant superintendent, so what happened? Where do you think they are? The whole thing. So I take my lunch kit and I literally dump out all the belongings to make sure that it's not hidden in a nook and cranny. And then I had a computer bag. So I take the computer bag, I take out the computer, I take out all the papers, I dump out the pens, all the stuff, to no avail. So then we end up going over to this other school site just in case they fell in the parking lot and someone turned them in. We go over to the other school site with the assistant superintendent guiding me, okay? They don't have them. Nobody's turned them in. Nobody found them. They're nowhere. So I'm thinking someone probably took them by accident. So I'm an hour from home. I get AAA to come to even unlock my car just in case I inadvertently set them down upon picking up my bag or whatever, to no avail. So then I have to get home. I call my husband. My husband says, I'm having my own emergency. Our horse is lying down. Which of course only brings back November, when our horse was lying down and never got up and was dead in 36 hours. So my husband is freaking out. He needs the emergency vet's phone number. How can he come get me at the same time? So somebody volunteers to take me. My partner teacher, even though I can tell on her face she cannot do it. It's totally in the wrong direction. She's trying to be gracious. She can't do it. The assistant superintendent says, I live that way. I'll take you. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even know these people, right? It's been 8 days. I got hired, 10 days ago? So I'm like, oh my goodness. So I've done all I can. We've exhausted all measures. So I'm praying to God. And you know me, I'm a God person. So I'm asking for St. Jude of Lost Causes, it appears to be one, and St. Anthony of Lost Objects. And the cutest little thing that my mom had taught me, which was, Tony, turn around, something's lost and can't be found. For, St. Anthony. So I tell the assistant superintendent that I appreciate it so much, and I will take that ride because my horse is down and all this stuff, and I've just got to get there. And so we have to go to the district office. We do all this stuff, and I'm just thinking God will figure it out. We have to leave my car, go home, care for the horse, and somehow come back and get my car. So then the vet says, I'll give you a ride because I live out in the desert and I could get you. So I take a ride home with the assistant superintendent. You would think the conversation was about school. It turned out to only be all about faith. We got into all this depth about faith and like how people need to trust more and believe more and just all this stuff with this guy I don't even know. We're bonded for life. Then I get home, they treat the horse, and now we have to wait. We're on horse watch. So we have to check her at 10:30, I have to check her at 5 in the morning. And we're on horse watch, and I do get a ride with the vet. So then the vet's talk is all about faith and her needing to see God in all the animals and how she doesn't just treat animals, she treats people too. And as we're driving, the 18-wheeler in front of us slams on the brakes, and we're like, oh my gosh, what is it? And it's 2 stray dogs running in front of us with a vet, right? It's classic. Well, we get out. Unfortunately, the dogs went deeper into the desert. We couldn't get them. We left them crackers and water. It was crazy. Finally, I get back to my car with my own keys, get the car, and I am on my way back. But if you remember, I didn't celebrate my anniversary last night. We wanted to do something tonight, which will absolutely not happen on Horse Watch. And it was like, what is the takeaway? The takeaway is the same one it always is. Life is daily. Did my keys need to be lost? Were they ever lost? I like to think that they were, and that angels put them in a very obvious place for me. I mean, as a last-ditch effort, I dared to look in that computer bag again, and where we had all checked several times, suddenly in a little tiny pocket, which I wasn't even aware of and certainly didn't use, the keys were in there. And it was like, wait, what? So I called this assistant superintendent back. I called the partner teachers back. I apologized to everybody. He was going to actually contact all the people that were in the workshop to see, just in case. I tell him, thank you. You don't have to do any of that. He's totally laughing. It was actually a lot of grace, because a far more serious person would have thought, I don't know about this new teacher we hired. She seems like chaos. One time, when I was in second grade, my dog had followed me to school, and the principal allowed just me and my dog on a full-size yellow school bus to be driven home. That's how I felt with this assistant superintendent. I felt like a little first grader being driven all the way home, until, of course, the conversation was so phenomenal and so in-depth and so God-driven, until the incredible blessing of finding those dogs and leaving food and water for them in the middle of the desert, until, the depth of realizing that, once again, you can still eat right. I ate completely right. I obviously very much need to eat. I haven't had water for hours, and I'm going to do all of that. But there were blessings in the chaos. And if losing those keys meant bonding with those people and the quality conversations that transpired, though I'm sorry for the missed time with my husband, I'm on my way now. I'm grateful for that. So anyway, I just wanted to talk with you guys. Thanks for listening. I'm just gonna get out of this parking lot. I seem to be this creepy chick who does videos in parking lots. But I'm trying to honor my husband in some way by not having to say, honey, I still have to do my video. Oh my gosh. All right. If your hand was out, I'd be doing this. Oh, that's him sneaking in on me. Love you guys. Like if you like, join us if you haven't. And until we talk again, be mutually blessed.